And I like to have this, and I can put this out there for others who want to learn. Okay, our last verse in the first Aliya of Ki Teitse is Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 21. Who would like to read this one? Anybody want to read? Maybe I'll just read this one. Excuse me. רגמוהו כל אנשי עירו באבנים במת ובעלת הרע מקרבך וכל ישראל ישמעו ויראו. Powerful stuff. Uregamahu. Pardon me. Uregamuhu. What's the u mean? What's the u there? I'm going to say then of course you could be hyper literal and just say and regamuhu. Who knows what the verb ragam means? Ragam. I don't expect you to know this one. Ragam is to pelt. 999. Not sure. I think I'm making a change less now. To pelt with stones is usually the inference. Right? I'm not sure that I've ever seen this without the stones being attached to it, but maybe it used to have a meaning without stones before. So, ragam is to pelt. Okay. What about who? Who at the end of our verb. What's that mean?
So, according to the context, Rabbi, it's he.
Yeah,
him.
That's right. Very good. Him. So this is the accusative, you would call that. Or some of you are more familiar, just think of it as the object. The object, right? The object of the verb is him. So it's very correct, him. Right? So then, and there's something that's happening here. We have a defective spelling that the Masoretes have corrected for us. So usually we would expect the third person plural to end with shurik, right? Right? Meaning they. But in this case, they have given it to us with the kibbutz. Moja. Kibbutz. Right? So that's the u. So that's how we know that they are the ones doing it. So then, they shall pelt him. Kol anshe iro. Construct chain. What's iro?
All the men of
Good. So no,
all of the men of the city of his
that's right. And notice the the. We have to say the because when the last word is definite, in this case, it's his city, right? His city, not the city. Iro is his city. That makes the travel to all the other words in the construct chain. So all the. I would probably say people in this case, but you could say men of of his city, right? All the people of his city, right? Kol. And notice how kol here, this is a short comment, right? Because this is a closed syllable. Let me just take a second to address this. Think it's worth it? My mouse pointer disappears sometimes. PowerPoint. So this is a closed syllable, right? A closed syllable. And is it accented or unaccented? Accented or unaccented?
accented.
Nope.
Unaccented.
Unaccented. Right? Because remember, in a construct chain, that's what the blue box here is showing, only the last word is accented. Only this one. Right? In ancient times, they read it all as one word. Instead of how we read it, kol anshe iro, they would have said kol anshe iro, kol anshe iro. Remember my houseboat example? You can have a house, and you can have a boat. And if you put them together in English, if we had makef, we'd mark like that. And then it's houseboat. It's not houseboat, it's just houseboat. There's one word is accented, and in Hebrew it's the last word, right? So when you have a kametz and a closed unaccented syllable, that syllable needs to have a short vowel, and a long kametz. Pardon me. In the case of cholam, it was an o. It was cholam, right? So let's look at our O class vowels. Long, we have cholam, right? That one. He can also be written this way, okay, but in this case, it's defective cholam, so he's reducible. And then the short vowel is what? Short kametz. That's what this guy is here. Short kametz. So you can spell kol. We can spell it this way, can't we? It's spelled this way when he's got an accent on it. Kol. Right? He's got the cholam. But when that accent moves, like in a construct situation, this is now a closed, unaccented syllable. Closed meaning it ends in a consonant. It was always closed before, but it was accented. When the accent moves, because it would have been spoken very quickly, we cannot have a long vowel there, right? So this is not kal, this is kol. Kol anshe iro. Okay? So in case you're wondering about those spelling issues. Avanim. What do avanim mean? Avanim.
With inseparable positions.
I'm sorry, did you say witnesses?
Inseparable positions. The way you call it.
Yeah. The bait is inseparable preposition. That's right. And what about avanim? What's avanim mean?
Plural stones.
Yeah, plural for stones. Good. So stones. Now, we don't want to say in stones, right? All the people of the city shall pelt him with stones. Is better, right? Not in stones. So this is actually what we would call an accusative of means, if you care about those technical terms. We're just going to say with. It's an instrument in Russian and in some other language. It'd be instrumental, right? It's the thing that you use to help out the verb to do something, right? Pelt him with what? With stones, right? Not with skulls, not with watermelons, but with avanim. Vamate. What does mate mean?
If.
Yeah. Yep. So and the vav changes time. Yep. And he will die. Uvial tahara. You guys remember the verb bi'el? Bi'el? Bi'el, one of the meanings is to burn up. To burn up, right? So you burn up something. You burn up burn up. So look, it's saying you shall burn up hara. What's hara? But usually we interpret this one. Some scholars think it's a different verb. Right? They'll say like purge, sweep away. Now, sweep away, I think, is really because of the later Aramaic meaning. Purge. So you shall purge, you will purge, burn up, hara. What's hara? Hara. What's ra?
The evil.
Yeah, very good. The evil. You shall purge out the evil. Mikirbecha.
From among.
Very good. From among you, or from in your midst, right? So the me, you guys recognize this, right? This is me. The preposition me. The noon, assimilated. Just like in ancient times, it probably was min kirbecha, but it became mi kirbecha, assimilating. Just like we saw earlier in the lesson. The cha is you, right? You, or your, right? Kerev means midst, or among. We have other meanings for this word. Kerev, I don't know if this will make it easier for you to remember, if you don't remember this word.
Sword.
Inner.
Sword.
Oh, no, that's spelled differently. That's with a chet. That's cherev. Cherev, not kerev. Yeah. Yeah, with a chet. Yeah.
Yeah, like on Urban. Yeah, thank you.
Sure. This can mean intestines. Your inside. The insides of an animal, or your insides. Kerev. Right? Kerev. But in this case, it means midst, right? In the middle of. You can understand the intestines are like in the middle. So in the middle. Mi kirbecha. From your midst. From among you. V'chol Yisrael yishma'u v'yira'uhu. Okay, v'chol. What's that? The chol? And all. Notice we have a makef here. Makef. That's why we have the short comments. Instead of spelling it like this with the long colon. Both say O, but we shorten like we did before. The Chol Yisrael and all of Israel. Yishme'u. What's that mean? Yishme'u. Yishme'u.
Will hear it.
Yeah, they will hear.
Will hear
They
it.
will hear, right? Imperfect.
Oh,
Right?
they will hear.
Imperfect.
Yes.
Imperfect. They will hear. All of Israel will hear. Ve'yira'u. Who knows what this means? Ve'yira'u. The verb here is.
And they
Yirat Adonai.
Yara.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yirat
In
Adonai.
Yirat Adonai.
fear.
Good. Fear.
Yira.
Good.
Yara.
Fear. And that's good. The way Yoma remembers this, he was tying it to a noun. Yirat Adonai. Yirat Adonai. So we have Reshit Chochma, Yirat Adonai. The beginning of wisdom is Yirat Adonai, the fear of the Lord. And so in this case we have the verb Yara, the U and the Yod tells us it's a pei Yod, so the Yod kind of double up here. They will fear, and they will fear the Lord. Oh, pardon me. Yira'u, it's not this one. Hold on. Sorry, this is actually... Okay, is Yira'u perfect or imperfect?
Imperfect.
Almost. It's actually perfect. It's perfect. But it's sneaky, though. It's sneaky because of that pei Yod, right? That's why it looked imperfect. It got me at first, too, okay? So don't feel bad. And then we put the Vav consecutive on there, and what does that change it to? Now it's imperfect. So Yira'u means they feared. But the Yira'u means and they will fear, or then they will fear. Have I got it?
So Rabbi, the reason why the Yira'u is perfect because of the shurek, the suffix.
Yes.
And then the word is starts with the letter Yod.
Yes. It's part of the
tricky
root.
because the aton is starts with the,
Right.
Yes, it's part of the
Right,
root.
you saw how I colorized it at first? I also was thinking it was showing us it's third person imperfect. Oh, wait, then I realized it's not. So, yeah, that was a tricky one.
Thank you,
Sure.
Rabbi.
So, ve'yira'u, good. Then they shall fear. Abarbanel comments that no witnesses or investigation are required in this case. The mind cannot imagine parents who would bring this accusation against their son if he were innocent, right? So the case is like, who would do this to their own child if he's innocent? So according to our tradition, you did not have to have witnesses in this capital offense. Okay? The parents are enough. That's witness enough. All right, great. I think
Yes, Rab. Yes, Rab. Another observation is if the son or the son of the parent is stubborn and rebellious, they are the one who stone.
yeah,
Right?
that's right.
Because
They're the
they are the
witness.
one
Yeah,
they are the one who they are the one who teach Torah in Deuteronomy 6:4-9.
yes,
Veshinantam de banecha. Like they will sharpen, right,
yes,
Rabbi?
exactly,
Sharpen.
exactly.
They will teach.
Yep.
Yes. Thank
Very
you,
good,
Rab.
very good. Nice comment. Any other comments or questions? All right, so I think I'm going to stop here rather than going into the grammar stuff I prepared. We'll do the grammar stuff on Monday. I got a decent lesson for you. I think you'll like. So that's good. We did a nice Aliya Yomi segment tonight. I'll post a little bit later the continuation from Sunday's work, and then we'll have this all posted in sections throughout the week. Okay, for those of you who like to go through it again on the YouTube channel. Okay. All right. No more questions.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye. Thank
You're
you.
welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
You're very
much.
welcome.
Rabbi.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Shalom, shalom.
Thank you, everybody.
Baruch Hashem.
Shalom.